When I step in the ring, there's only two things on my mind. That is destruction and destroy. Because I know after the final bell, there's only going to be one guy standing, and that guy is me.
Discipline, a word tossed around often, praised, envied, even misunderstood. It's become a catchphrase in modern culture, a trait people admire and wish they could master themselves. But true discipline isn't a gift. It's not a trait you're born with. It's a skill, a relentless grind that must be earned through blood, sweat, and sheer will. And when we talk about discipline in its purest form, one name echoes louder than most: Marvelous Marvin Hagler, a man who lived and breathed the philosophy of discipline, who imposed his will on the boxing world and his opponents with nothing but relentless focus. Marvin Hagler's story didn't begin in the gym. It began in the streets of Newark, New Jersey. Raised in a world surrounded by violence and poverty, he wasn't immune to the struggles of his environment. His mother held their family together, but it wasn't easy. After the riots of 1967, the Hagler family moved to Brockton, Massachusetts, hoping for a fresh start. But fate had something else in store for Marvin. At the age of 16, he lost a street fight. That loss ignited a fire in him. He walked through the doors of the Petronelli boxing gym, battered and bruised after his first sparring session. But something inside him refused to give up. That refusal is where true discipline begins, with a choice. The choice to return, to push forward despite the odds. When Hagler trained, he didn't just train for a fight. He prepared for war. He left everything behind: his home, his family, his possessions. He traveled to the tip of Cape Cod, where he isolated himself from the world. No distractions, just Marvin, the road, and the mission. Rain or shine, day after day, he pushed his body to the edge, running in army boots, yelling, "War!" He didn't just train for victory. He trained to destroy. Discipline is the ability to shut out the noise, to sacrifice what isn't necessary, and to dedicate yourself fully to the goal. For Hagler, there was no other choice but to suffer, to endure, and through this, he became the undisputed middleweight champion, ruling the division from 1980 to 1987. His hunger for greatness wasn't just about fame or money. It was about respect, something he felt the world withheld from him. In September 1980, Hagler faced Alan Minter for the middleweight title. For Marvin, this wasn't just about winning. It was about proving that he was more than just a boxer. He was a force of nature. He didn't leave the decision to the judges. He knocked Minter out, leaving no room for doubt. Few people understood the depths of Hagler's discipline. He often called his training camps prison, where he would isolate himself for months on end. He wasn't present for the birth of his children. He wasn't there for the holidays. Every day in camp was war, mentally, physically, and emotionally. He sparred against 7 different partners, grinding them down one by one, showing them the same brutal force he'd bring into the ring. Hagler wasn't born great. He became great through his unyielding commitment to his craft. His heart was iron, his will unstoppable. He wasn't just fighting for victory. He was fighting for respect, for everything he believed he deserved but had been denied. He fought with a chip on his shoulder, always feeling like the world underestimated him. The 1985 bout against Thomas the Hitman Hearns is legendary. When Hagler fought Hearns, he described it as feeling like a monster. "If this guy gets up, I'm gonna kill him," he said. In the ring, Hagler was relentless, determined to take everything from his opponents: their heart, their will, their desire to even stand. Discipline isn't about talent or luck. It's about the willingness to walk through fire, to take on struggles others would avoid, and to do it willingly. Hagler wasn't just a boxer, he was the embodiment of discipline. He didn't just win titles, he dominated his era, becoming one of the greatest middleweights of all time. Discipline isn't about wanting something, it's about desiring it with every fiber of your being. It's about embracing the hardships, the sacrifices, and the pain, because you know that's the price of greatness. Marvelous Marvin Hagler didn't take the easy route. He fought, he bled, he conquered, because he understood that discipline is the path to mastery. If you haven't seen Hagler's fights, I encourage you to watch them. Witness a masterclass in discipline, grit, and sheer power. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it today. Thanks for watching, and remember, discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up every day, no matter what.
That's what I feel. War, that's what's on my mind. I've been feeding the faith and I've been starving the doubt. So there's no doubt in my mind that I can't win this fight or that I won't knock Thomas Hearns out.